Alright, so you stuck around for day 2. Clearly you were hooked. It does get fucking interesting though. Ugh. Yeah, so it's weird reading this. Still raining, we've got an hour above the massive rain bit. This is Friday. Memo number 2, the 31st of October 2025. So Halloween has struck. The deluge of rain continued with brief moments of calm. Seems fitting for where I was at, actually. And I've just put, it fitted my mood quite fittingly. Good writing, that. I decided to stay in the lay-by, rather than risking a new path in such conditions. Yeah, it did seem fucking risky. I found myself in and out of sleep until 11ish. Thinking it best to let my body rest in its worn-out state. In one dream, so obviously you heard the dream healer from the advert I put at the end. Yeah, I'll put it at the end. Even though you already know that because you've seen it. The advert for herbals I put at the end, but I take the dream healer. I wouldn't sell you nothing that I wouldn't do, and that was making it powerful as well. The dream healer is interesting. Anyway. I found myself in and out of sleep until 11ish, thinking it best to let my body rest in its worn-out state. Wise. In one dream, I found myself chasing sexual encounters. Don't show this to children. With unattainable women. Even having sex with a couple who had partners. Now that is very cheeky, because that's not very like me at all. Interesting how what we do in the dream world, isn't it? But my friend Andrea said, it's not what you do in the dream that you should be worried about, it's how you react to it. So say you murdered somebody or done something horrible in your dream and you wake up and you're like, yeah man, glad I did that. Be worried, you've got a problem. But if you wake up and go, oh, that was horrible, then good, because that's the bit that matters. Can't help what you dream. Anyway, naughty Michael had been having sexual escapades. So before it was cut short each time, I'd been having that happen a bit. It's a bit annoying, those dreams. Can't even get a break in the dreams. Anyway, curious, I started the day sluggishly with the leftover cacao from the night before for comfort. It tasted divine in brackets. It really does. I fucking love that cacao. Another note from my restless slumber was that my body was shaking and tensing quite a lot. It does make it hard to sleep. I tried out the new toilet to good effect. I made sure I had a little portable toilet that I could actually took that camping for the spring equinox, and everyone was like, why don't you go in the bush? I'm like, because I'd rather shit in my tent and then take a bag that's biodegradable and dig a hole for that than just everyone watching me, but that's because I'm a bit of a prince. So yeah, the new toilet was a success. You got little poo gels as well, so it doesn't smell. Anyway. This is my journal, so you know it's gonna be very oversharing. Well, at least you get to know the real me. Fuck it, in for a penny. Then moved on to some mobility and yoga exercises. I really fell deep into some positions and could feel those places softening as energy that had been blocked rushed through me. Remember that was interesting. I made beetroot falafels and salad with a selection of organic condiments for lunch. Who am I talking to? The forest teased me, but with my low energy and the constant onslaught from the heavens, I decided to leave that for another day. Again, I read more of the Bhagavad Gita. Michael, this is going to send you west. Which I already love. I think that changes. As Krishna advised Arjuna to embrace Brahman, divine presence, and release attachment to the fruits of his labour, I found myself doing the same. My mind began to feel clouded, and I fell into the realm between conscious and unconscious without even noticing. When I opened my eyes, I was surprised to see it was now dark outside. Throughout the day, I found my mind becoming confused, scared and despondent. It's making so much more sense. Go check out I think she's called Maggie Sterling. It's one of the courses. Well, it is the course that massively helped me when I've got to have a sensitised nervous system. The fucking doctors already helped. I had to diagnose myself. It definitely is. Because everything's getting better since I started doing that course as well. Anyway, this is making more sense. I asked the Atma, the divine within, for guidance. Think of it as your soul. It reminded me of the theme of the enlightened ladybird poem that I'd been reciting earlier. I try to learn all my poems off by heart. So, the enlightened poem, it's not a word, an enlightened ladybird poem that I had been reciting earlier, ... B in capitals. You've not heard that poem, by the way. It's quite nice. I like it. It's at the end of the Soul Rub episode if you want to check it on F out. Can't help myself. I found myself becoming triggered, releasing my anxious mind and embracing presence each time has been helpful. I then made cauliflower with the cauliflower leaves, kale, leek and garlic, adding cheddar, smoked paprika and chipotle, which I used to call chipotle, chili flakes for flavour. Do love a bit of food. The mix of purple cauliflower turning the water a blue meanie, if you've seen The Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. This mix of purple cauliflower turning the water a blue meanie colour and figuring out how to work my new stoved up my spirits. Now I'm going to read some more of the book with some 85% dark chocolate. Yeah, don't have that. Most of that chocolate ain't even chocolate, man. It's imitation chocolate. Get yourself on the organic 85% dark chocolate. Whilst the sky continues its attack. Oh, and before I do that, I felt it was important to add that my mind kept going to Jules and missing her company. Maybe it's her ability to hold space for me without judgment. That sound like a whore. No, I didn't mean that. Maybe it's her ability to hold space for me without judgment, or her ability to calm my nervous system with a few strokes of the head. She's been a very good friend to me, by the way. Jules, if you're watching this, thanks. And also, you've been invaluable and I love you. I probably wouldn't have made it without her. First, she was teaching me beforehand to just be soft. I used to go full on masculine, like yanging it to fuck, always trying to push through, and harder means better, and everything stretched to 100%. And yeah, Jules had been teaching me softness. Stop being so harsh on yourself. Just do the postures soft and calm. And if you don't do them perfectly, that's fine, but it's better than forcing yourself and like this crazy. Like, I was at the Love Jam festival, Mint Love Jam, by the way, and they were doing this play fighting thing, and at one point the guy said, I want you to just sit with yourself and ask the inner child, what does it want to do during the play fight? And straight away my inner child was like, I just want to play. And it sounded worn out. It's like, I just want to play. I don't want to have to fight and be the best. And I've realised I was just constantly trying to be the best at everything. The best looking, the best meditation teacher, the best DJ, the best writer, the best boy, everything. Just trying to be the best at everything because, in my opinion, that meant I'd be safe. I didn't realise it then, but if I'm the best at everything, then people can't dominate me and beat me. But fuck me, it's tiring to try and be the best, and then you gotta maintain it. I just wanted to play. It might be a game, man. Turned it so serious. So, thanks, Jules. Also, my dad keeps coming to my mind, and hearing his words that came to me the other day. Stand tall, son. Fucking context again. So I was smoking a spliff, because I was still smoking weed before the forest. I'm having a spliff. And there's a fox story. I'll tell you the fox story another time. It's way off track. But basically, foxes now are like as if my dad wants to send me a message. Again, the man lad hears me saying that shit, but it's just I also base my beliefs on proof, and that just keeps happening. And the foxes keep coming when I speak to my dad. It's weird. And I'm having a spliff, and all of a sudden, this terror about this trip to the forest overcomes me. And I hear my dad's voice in my head just say, like I get this like buzzing, energized feel when it happens, and then he just said, "Stand tall, son." And that was it. And then a fox walked into my front garden bit at night, went under my little converted van, Michelle, and then walked off. And I was like, "Okay, Dad, I did not know how tall I was going to have to stand, but fucking that kept resonating around my head in the tough parts. So stand tall, son, he said. It's difficult, but I will do just that despite the pain, Dad. Also, gratitude to my mum, who's helped make this experience happen. Her support now and always is breathtaking. So if you're watching this, Mum, thank you. Sorry about the sex dreams. But now I am determined to repay the love shown tenfold. Yeah, man. Alright, so that's day 1 and day 2. Thanks if you've been listening. It's been really... I don't know why I had a fear of doing this. Interesting, right? But I was doing a bit of parts work, fun enough, with a therapist that I needed after all this. And we were doing it with fear. And fear is just trying to keep you safe, man. It's just trying to protect you. But it conjures, it's the dark side of the imagination. So it can go into the quantum realm of possibilities and come up with anything, but you're just in one body that can deal with one thing at a time. So you just feel the fear. Because here's the thing, man. I don't think fear actually has a sensation. I think you have something and then you're fearful of it. And then that just amplifies whatever's happening. Anxiety or whatever goes boom. So yeah. Interesting what's to come. It gets real interesting. Well, thanks if you've been listening. I do appreciate you even finding me worth listening to. I used to be the shy kid, right? The quiet shy kid, if you could imagine. That didn't last long. And I had this thing about people hating me for so long. And I've been unskillful on my part for a lot of my childhood, but yeah, no, now I know I'm worthy of love. I've actually got on my... I used to have on my wardrobe, Jules didn't like this. A winner never quits, a quitter never wins. And she says, I don't like that. And eventually, after all this, I took it down and I put, I am what I am, and what I am is enough. And then a little trick for you. So if you want to really know how it resonates to say something with knowing, the only thing you really know, I believe, is that you exist. Fucking question everything else, but the quality of you is existing right now, right? You're existing, right? Me too. And you feel how that feels, so I exist. It's not flamboyant, it's not crazy, it's not desperate, it's not shouting, it's not unsure, it's just, I exist. And I am who I am. And who I am is enough. My little gift to you, I hope that helps. Well, thanks for listening. It escalates, let's just say that. But yeah, thanks for staying. Much love. Peace and love, guys. Alright, so I said I'd tell you a little bit about you for herbals, eh? So, the Dream Healer. It's cool, this one. So this one, if you know, you know. We've got the blue lotus flower, which the Egyptians used to love. Like lucid dreaming, it also calms the nervous system. You've got mugwort from this land, England, if you're watching from abroad. Bobinsana bark from Peru. And then rose petals to give it a bit of a gentle vibe. And then Bobby the Forager. Absolute genius. Imagine Walter White from Breaking Bad, but he's gone into the wellness community instead. And he says we don't put no poison with our medicine, and he's absolutely right. So we use apple cider vinegar, organic apple cider vinegar, and then a little bit of agave. And you have this before you go to sleep. And you like lucid, vivid, restful sleeps. And if you work with it for a while, because some people aren't sensitive to it straight away, it gets real interesting. So yeah, the Dream Healer, if you want to get onto that, it's on the Meditation with Michael store. I'll put a little link for you. And then we've got the Agua de Florida spray. Yeah, man. Again, no poisons, so no alcohol is in this. It's all organic. We have like witch hazel rather than alcohol and such and water. And then he's made, Bobby again, Agua de Florida ether spray. So we've got the ether drop, the ether spray. Well, I mean, I can't make you smell it through the camera, can I now? So I'll take my word for it, but it's nice. So if you want one of these, feel free to go down to the store and we'll sort you right out. You'll be helping out a local business with local people. And you can go into the dream world, which you spend 8 hours a day if you're lucky doing, and then get your aura all nice and cleansed. Alrighty, till next time, peace and love.